Yikes.
Everyone's favorite serial killer with a moral code is back in Showtime's Dexter Resurrection. Joining me today are 3 generations of killers and their cop best friend. Please welcome James Remar, Michael C. Hall, Jack Alcott, and David Zayas. Oh, thank you for joining us. I'm genuinely a fan of this show. I saw episode 1 and I was like, they are so back. So welcome, happy to have you here. For the group, the tone of the books is more lighthearted than the original series. How has the show's tone shifted over the years?
I mean, I think, the first book was the template that inspired the pilot episode and a lot of the first season, but the show has definitely moved beyond that and moved to other places. I think the tone is ebbed and flowed in terms of how dark it is, how light it is, how serious it is. But I think this new iteration returns to a tone that has a more levity. It's funnier. It's still dark, but yeah, I think if there weren't opportunities for the audience to laugh, the show wouldn't be so palatable. So we're trying to mine that vein.
I genuinely laughed when the other dark passenger was behind you and you went, oh, I'm so scared.
Oh, yeah, good.
That was the best. So Resurrection is a subtitle. It's pretty clever. I mean, Batista resurrects Dexter on paper, but it's also an excuse to bring dead characters back in a way, as we saw in episode 1. Is it getting crowded in there for Dexter? Lots of different passengers?
I mean, I think, yeah, his little space between alive and dead, it reveals just how populated his interior landscape is, you know? But that's a part of the fun of the world of the show, or the rules. Anybody can emerge, even if they're no longer, you know, because they all exist within his imagination.
Can truly anyone emerge?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take that to be portent to the future.
Okay.
So in the books, the Dark Passenger's a little different. Will Dexter fight an actual demon eventually?
Anything's possible.
Had to ask. So David, Angel spends the first few episodes of the series catching up with Dexter, very kind, bringing him his favorite sandwich, cares for his friend. What's going on in there?
Well, I think there's a lot more to that than what's on the screen. I think there's a lot of figuring out, especially someone that you thought was gone for so many years, and now there's going to be mixed feelings. And also with the new information that Angel has about what Dexter can possibly be, I feel there's a combination of anger, of guilt, of failure, but also an opportunity to fix all that, you know, in the right way. So I think it was a great way to bring him back.
Is there any world with what happened with LaGuerta and Dokes that Angel forgives Dexter?
Never say never. Never say never.
I'm just so scared for my favorite detective.
I mean, Batista's a forgiving guy, you know.
Okay.
But I don't know, you know. We'll have to wait and see.
I've really found myself at odds because I'm cheering for both of you, and you're against each other now, and I don't know what to do. But James, what differentiates this iteration of Harry from the real one?
The real one?
I mean, the one who was alive and outside of Dexter's head.
Wow. Well, any memory is going to be subject to the interpretation of the person remembering it. As Dexter is maturing, it seems like Harry's maturing a little bit too, and not so austere. I feel like he's becoming a little warmer, because he's not dealing with a kid that Dexter understands the code at this point.
Yeah.
When you're younger,
He does.
when you're younger, rules are rules, and it's easier. But when you have a child of your own, and you become a man on your own, the rules start to get a little rubbery.
Well, I'm always curious when Harry talks. is this Dexter's version of Harry? Is it the dark passenger talking? Who am I listening to?
Perhaps all three.
Yeah.
And certainly you're listening to the voice of a man who was once alive in Dexter's life. So I would say it's all three.
I'm just gonna mentally try and figure out which
I
one
love
it
the
is.
fact that these questions get asked.
Oh, I love the
You know,
show.
it makes you puzzle and think. I think it's great.
Jack, Harrison is on his own when we catch up with him at the beginning of this series. And without spoiling too much, he does get his first New York kill, which leans to more impulsive than methodical, like Dexter. What will be the norm for him going forward?
I mean, I think Harrison would love to know the answer to that question. I feel like the only norm for Harrison is just sort of constant chaos and questions. In New Blood, he just comes to Iron Lake to find his father with questions, and the answers that he gets from his father are so much scarier and larger than he, I think, could have imagined, and now is trying to leave that behind and live a normal life, which of course, pretty quickly does not go very well. He's made progress. He's got a job. He's sort of got a place to stay. He's got some friends, but then he kills a guy.
Yeah, that always, stumbles you up.
So
But
it's a lot to contend with.
I mean, James was saying over time the code changes. What is Harrison's take on the code?
I mean, I think it's currently it's avoiding the idea that he would need a code, because that would involve acknowledging that he is the same, which I think is the scariest thing in the world for Harrison, is because the last time that he saw his father, he saw him as a monster, and he pulled a trigger. And so to be the same would be to see himself as a monster, which he's trying to divorce himself from with every fiber of his being.
Well, it is a little hard to do after you do kill someone.
I don't believe I said that the code changes. I think the code stays the same.
Changes, but your interpretation of it.
As you get older and have more of a personality,
Yes.
I think perhaps the code gets colored by that.
Well, thank you for clarifying.
Oh, okay.
I don't want anyone to mess
It is
up
Harry's code.
what the
after all.
code means.
It is Harry's code.
That's what we call it. Well,